And Jackson has a different party that we deal with. Eventually, Jackson is going to say, look, we tired of all this.
Right, that's true.
And when it become an independent party, now you can't pass the buck.
You know, we had a saying back in the day, if you can make it in Jackson, you can go anywhere in the world and make it.
And I did.
Did you guys say that?
But I did.
Yes, sir. I did as well.
Look,
I went to California.
I went all over the United States
Yes,
and
sir.
abroad.
Yes, sir.
And look, when they ask me, where you from? Before they can get from out, I'm saying Jackson. Before the word from, you can put the M on from.
Yes, sir.
I'm answering the question. They say, wow, you said that mighty proud. And I said, man, look, if you from Jackson, you can go all over
That's
the
true.
world and make it. Like I say, it's called survival. Now, speaking of survival, Howard, you have a survival kit in front of me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got two things we want to acknowledge today. We want to definitely do a thanks, shout out, because moving water will injure you if you don't have the proper equipment and the proper team.
I told you.
So we want to start, first of all, Central Mississippi Health Services. I want to thank the staff here, especially the answering service component, Ms. Porter and Ms. Whitehead. We had 10 people to reach out to us from last week.
Exactly.
That were unable to get out and get water. And we still got that water challenge going. Take 2 cases of water to somebody you don't know.
You put Miss Whitehead to work?
Man, Miss White, well, you know what? The city applied pressure to Miss Whitehead.
Okay.
So we definitely want to thank them. You know, they called, left their name, telephone number, address. We're patient with us getting the water out. Hopefully in about 24 to 48 hours we can get the water out. So definitely want to give Miss Whitehead and them a shout out. I want to recognize New Horizon. Brother, I'm about to blow his name. I call him Mr. C because I don't want to mess up the word. Is it Crudum? Crudum. Crudup Jr., Mr. Washington, Mr. Rod, Mr. Noah, Mr. Neal, putting in a lot of work, man. I was able to distribute about 60 cases from that location, 60 cases of water. Yes, sir. And thanks to you for connecting the dots for me. That's Big John Williams. Also, we had a visitor in the city from Atlanta, Georgia, Kaiser Health News. Lady name is Rena. Wanted to come down and see what was going on from a bird's eye perspective. But you know what we do with Action Jackson? We take them deep into the community.
You want to see something?
Big John, call Big John Williams.
We'll show you something.
Howard Sanders. So she actually had an opportunity to go, watch, see, communicate, and definitely want to give a shout out to Miss T. Cornelius out in North Jackson, one of our enthusiastic listeners and avid listeners. She's been listening to the show, Solid Rock Show, a long time. Do you know?
I don't know, but I thought about that this morning.
Yes, sir.
I say eventually, I mean, we might have to make an hour out of this show.
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
People are calling in. I'm running into people that listen and say, give me a shout out, you know.
Right.
Because I listen to you. And I do want to recognize a faithful listener, and his name is Johnny. And he lives over on Perkins Street.
Okay, because I got a Johnny, the 833 Nation.
Yeah, well now this
He's
Johnny,
not on Perkins Street.
now I want to tell you who this Johnny is. You gave him a shot once, the guy in the wheelchair in Delta Mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the reason I don't do these shout out things. I've been in radio forever, so you know. But I do want to acknowledge this guy because he's in a motorized wheelchair.
Right.
And he's the neighborhood watch. Yeah. And he works 2 shifts religiously,
Right.
morning and afternoon. One afternoon, they had just got Dust Dog. That Johnny out there. I said, Johnny, I'm glad you got this vest on the back
Right.
of this chair.
Yes, sir.
Because I didn't see you. He said, well, I heard some gunshots. I said, and?
And he's in a motorized chair.
Yeah.
Okay, he getting it in.
He said,
He's applying pressure.
He said, I heard some gunshots. I said, and? He said, I'm going to see what's happening. I said, you going to the gunshots instead of away? He said, there's no use of being in the neighborhood watching if I'm afraid.
That's very true.
So I have to say, keep up the good work, bro. Johnny over on Perkins Street.
And I'm gonna pick it back off of that. We're gonna do Mr.
Right quick.
Go ahead, sir.
Right quick. Speaking of streets,
Right, sir.
we did a press conference Friday to rename to rename Woodrow Wilson between 5 Points and Bullard Street,
Okay.
Walter Payton
We got
Boulevard.
that passed. Fantastic.
And we're going to be putting that on the agenda sometime next week. And we have a lot of big name people behind us, like Jamie Lee Hatfield, one of the first recognized pro players from Jackson
That's
State.
out of my league. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Give me some history. Give me some history.
Oh, look here now. He kicked. Well, let me just say this. He kicked the ball like I think the record was like 62 yards in college. So naturally he went to pro. So he's behind this effort. And Walter's brother, Eddie Payton, So we and some more community leaders are behind getting this street changing, and we look forward to that. And on one last note on that particular subject, now we getting these streets renamed, but we're not getting the signs.
Right.
They telling us that it's not in the budget. Well, put it in the budget.
Right.
We want our when we rename these streets, we want the sign to go with it.
Right.
And this is a guy down there, I hate to call because council say, don't tee him off, John. Don't tee him off.
Right.
But he about to tee me off.
Right.
And so, we want this guy to recognize, we want our sign.
Yes, sir.
And you don't have the money to put the Bobby Rush sign up, well, at least spend some money to take that Jackson State, Jackson Zoo sign down.
Right. And maybe we can do something to come up with.
Oh, good idea.
Maybe
we'll make it happen.
Yeah, maybe we just need to find out what the cost is on that.
That's what I said. Maybe we need to buy our own sign.
Yeah, we'll give him a few more days, a few more hours. Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna call him out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. J. Jones, 833 Nation. I want to thank you and Miss T. Cornelius for taking time out to be interviewed by Kaiser Health and giving them a in-depth scope, because these people had some experience and some age, some years. They got some maturity. So they just weren't talking from the last month. Also got to salute ASHAN, Association of South Jackson, Mr. Ernest Ward and his staff, 601-201-3020, had a very nice banquet. That man knows how to go out and get things done.
Is that D. Ernest Ward?
Hey man, that's Mr. Ernest Ward.
833?
Hey man, I don't know if he's from 833, but
is he?
No, he's I'll show you a picture. But Mr. Ward is something else. He's something else, man. You know what? If he need that dollar, he ain't gonna stop till he get the dollar.
At one time was head of Piney Wood School. That was him.
Okay, so I'm not sure if that's the same one.
Okay.
Definitely got to give a shout out to Councilman Kenny Stokes.
Oh, yeah.
Got to give a shout out. He involved 97.7 Quasi Qua and DJ Kool-Aid and Big John Williams, and we went out and probably had, I know I could get 25, 30 cases. We probably gave away about 100 or more cases of water.
Gave 125.
125? Okay,
I
I know we
kept
had.
count.
Okay.
But my truck was full.
Mine was too. I
told you they follow that water, didn't
Yes,
now
sir.
you see what I'm
Yes,
talking
sir.
about?
Yes, sir. So it was a pleasure to get out, man. The biggest reward that I get is when somebody smiles and say, "Hey, man, we appreciate you."
Yeah.
But one of the biggest things I've had to do is not be judgmental of who it is that we serve.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Not being judgmental.
And Councilman Stokes is he's really active in that effort. Making people smile.
Right. So
in the community.
We just want to make sure that people know that we acknowledge that I feed off of them.
And I tell people all the time when speaking of Councilman Stokes, it's not what you see him do on camera. It's back when he's off camera.
It's what you don't see.
That's right. What you don't will amaze you, and that's why I love working with him. And I notice when I call you and say, "Howard, we with the councilman."
Let's
go. Stop everything.
Yeah, well, let's go. Let's go get it, because it's about work.
Right.
It's about work. We ain't going to hang out. We're not somewhere lunching and dining.
Right.
We're putting that work in.
And you're doing a good job.
No, you are as well, sir. Next up, we're going to hit these announcements real quickly, so get your pen and paper.
There you go with that quickness.
With disclaimer from Big John Williams. First, I want everyone to know that Central Mississippi Health Services should have the new vaccine this week. We should have new vaccine. That new vaccine, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I want to say the 5th shot. Okay. And supposedly, it's available for those who are 2 months out from their 4th shot. So be sure to call 601-948-5572, 601-948-5572, and ask to speak with Ms. Sharon Ivory. I'll be out of the office this week, so please be sure to call 601-948-5572. Anybody needing any water, be sure to call 601-948-5572, and we'll do the best we can to coordinate getting that water to you. If not this week, next week for sure. On September the 20th is going to be National Voters Registration, and we got Southern Echo once again taking the lead on that, and they're going to be doing National Voters Registration, and this registration goes until October the 8th. I'm learning so much about government at my age. So, you have to be registered to vote by October the 8th to participate in the upcoming November 8th primaries. Am I saying that correctly?
Right.
Okay, teach. All right, so that's going to be Southern Echo, and we're going to be doing a water giveaway at 1134 Winter Street on Tuesday as of now. So if you have any questions in regards to that, you're going to be calling. I'll get you the number before we finish. But that's going to be 1134 Winter Street. Lineup is going to be at 4 p.m. Water distribution starts at 5 p.m. And also it's going to be a voter registration drive.
Excuse me. On one quick note.
Go right ahead, sir.
A lot of people are asking after they the state stopped issuing the water
Yes, sir.
and the National Guards, a lot of people wonder, is that it?
No, man.
We have plenty of water,
Hey, man,
and there's a lot of faith-based organizations they have so much water to give away. So don't panic. There's plenty bottled water left in this city. And when it starts getting low, we'll ask for some more. So don't worry about it. Councilman Stokes is on top of it. There's plenty bottled water.
And continue to apply pressure to those entities, those churches, those organizations. The beautiful thing I tend to believe in about pain is their growth. There's growth. And at the end of the growth, there's wisdom. So we have actually come together to make sure that we take care of the citizens of Jackson and Hinds County.
We're going to make some other things happen.
Yes,
through this disaster.
you have to have disasters and crises in order to regroup,
Right.
Recalibrate, and start again. The second thing we got going on this week is going to be September 23rd. They got a senior fall health and wellness from 10 to 12, 4342 at the Willowwood Boulevard, which is now the Peggy Calhoun Community Center.
Oh.
That's going to be 4342 Willowwood Boulevard. When you're using your GPS, right when it asks you to make a left, go another 40 seconds to a minute, in the community center is on the right hand side.
Where is this located?
This is at in the Willowwood community, 4342 Willowwood Boulevard. But right when you get like one building from 4342, your GPS will make you come back out.
Now, do you know the lady that is named after? Do you know her?
I know not councilman, but he was supervisor.
Do you know her?
I ain't talking about her. I've had the opportunity to meet her.
Oh, well, he's okay, but
I do know that she don't play.
Well, he don't have a community center named after him either.
Yeah, oh, gotcha. And at this
Well, he's a good guy.
At this event, they're going to be doing free health screenings. They're going to be doing $50 supposedly for the first vaccination, $25 for the second vaccination. Please RSVP Miss Cindy Henry at 601-937-0419. That's Miss Cindy Henry, 601-937-0419. The Mississippi Urban League, Shared Health Mississippi, will be in attendance. All right. On the 24th, we're going to be back at St. Matthew's MB Church, 3660 Fontaine Avenue, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., extending the vaccines. And that number for more information is going to be 601-948-5572. 601-948-5572. Ms. Hillman is going to be your contact. The Jackson Advocate is going to be celebrating their 84th anniversary. And the deadline for any type of ads or information regarding this event or opportunity to promote it is going to be 601-948-4122. 601-948-4122. We want to salute the Jackson Advocate. September the 29th issue marks the 84th years of service to the Black community on the local, state, and national level. Please assist them in celebrating this milestone by investing in their current and future successes. This year, they'll be honoring and celebrating community organizations who have tireless, and I do say tireless, devoted time and resources to better the Black communities of Jackson and Mississippi through the years. All right, September the 25th, Yazoo City, with the Brothers of Omega Psi Phi, the Xi Kappa Kappa chapter, is going to be doing a retool student book supplies, haircuts, community health fair, voter registrations. Contact number is going to be Brother Nick Walter, 769-234-2421. That's 769-234-2421. All right, breast cancer awareness is coming up October the 1st at the Pastor Bobby Burks and Friendship MB Church. They're going to be doing an awareness walk. Please contact Miss Benita Morrison, 601-497-0317. 497-0317. On October the 2nd, we're going to be at the Helping Hands Restoration, which is going to start at 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., 5814 Clinton Boulevard. Contact number is going to be 601-559-4307. 559-4307. And the last and not least is going to be our Oktoberfest. Let's have fun from 12 to 5 at the Jane Avenue Park, West Jackson. And they're going to have a talent show, space jumps. Contact person is going to be Credell Calhoun. Brother Calhoun, we're going to have a problem putting this number out there. He does not have an issue putting his number. His contact number is going to be 601-622-3666.
And when you call that number, he'll answer.
All right. And I want to encourage each and every one of you guys. It's time to come on out, do some fellowship, meet somebody new, share the information, and continue to grow. And as always, apply pressure. City of Jackson.
Howard, again, the pressure was applied, and you stepped up to the plate, and we really appreciate you, brother. And keep up the good work, and you're going to be off for a couple of days, and we'll step in and keep the ball rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I know you'll get the word about what's going on. And do what you have to do. Don't worry about us here.
Got you covered.
You left us in good hands. You showed us a lot, so we really appreciate that.
And if you didn't get any of these contact numbers, these are contacts, please, 601-937-5671. Leave me a message if I don't answer, and I will get back with you. And I'm really encouraging the team, which is the City of Jackson, old school, middle school, and new school. Let's get out, roll up our sleeves, dig in, and make a difference in one another's travel path.
And on another note, right quick, before we get out of here, now you can call Councilman Stokes' office. There's 3 or 4 people in the office at one time answering the phones and taking information. And if you need help, not just water or whatever you need help with in the ward or the community as a whole, give us a call, 601-960-1090. That's 601-960-1090. And we have people taking calls and taking information, and we pass it on to the field people, and we'll see what we can do for you. If it's water, food, or whatever you need, Councilman Stokes is there for you. And Brother Claude, we still have.
We got 4 minutes.
We have a few minutes.
Yeah,
How?
we got 4.
Well, you did a good job, man.
You
You went. You know what?
I'm not dragging today.
Now I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
You told me a couple weeks ago. You said, "Man, you did all the talking."
Oh no, you're not. No, you're not.
So I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
Take it on, Brady.
Jackson, I just want to tell you to be out and to be among you all and to see the greatness that our city still has. I just want to challenge each and every one of us to have some patience, some tolerance, and continue to pour. Continue to pour. I was told once before that when people come around us and we share information, they have to still go back. Let's say somebody comes around me for 4 or 5 hours. Well, they're still investing 160 some odd hours in the environment that they're coming through. So we just have to continue to teach over and over and over again. And please have some patience and some tolerance, have some strength, and have a vision of why we continue to teach over and over and over. Right now, we've got a lot of challenges, just coming through the COVID. Then we get hit by a flood. Then we get hit with this water crisis. Well, the water crisis has been ongoing for the past, from what I'm hearing, since 1970. But it really came to an end. If you continue to fill a pipe, you're going to either make a diamond out of it or you're going to bust it. So the pipe is burst. And in all honesty, I'm seeing a lot of greatness in the people in the city of Jackson, Big John. I mean, I called you the other day needing some water. And you said, hey, man, let me make a phone call. I was like, man, here we go. And in all honesty, in 5 minutes, you told me where to go get the water. And I've been getting it ever since. I don't have to call them and be redirected and re-instructed. And we need to build better relationships with people that we meet on a day-to-day basis.
Well, that's why I gave the number out to the office,
Yes,
because
sir.
we have those resources.
Yes, we need to stop.
And we can help you if you like. Howard made the call, I made a call, and the resources are there. So,
And we haven't had to make another call, Big John.
and Councilman Stokes is right there for you.
Right.
Give us a call, and we're gonna see what we can do for this community.
Right. And also, last but not least, hopefully we can put down being the judge, work on the judgmental and the speaking against one another.
Is this my watch?
No, brother, that's not your watch. That's my Walmart watch. That's you can get.
Now,
I get you
what
one.
would you be ready to say?
I get you one. All right. Let's just have a little more patience with one another. We're in a new world order, and we can create our new world through what we do with one another. That's all I got to say, Big John.
And I'm loving the fact, not that we have this crisis, I'm loving the fact that the city is coming together.
We got to.
And
Yes, sir.
People are coming together. Now, what I really want to say again, I say this not on the air, but since I'm on the air, I'm going to say it. Now, when we bring you this water, now if you have healthy bodied people in your house, don't call us and get us tied up on bringing you water, and you got
JoJo.
Dion or Sion,
Right.
Leon sitting up in the house. Oh, I'll get it. Let me get it. Well, you could have went and got it,
Right,
man.
right.
You know, 3-4 cars in the driveway.
Right,
you know,
right.
motorcycle over
Right.
here.
Let's work together.
Yeah,
Let's work together.
So, now let's not do this. Not what this is about. It's not a delivery service. We're not Uber. Okay, we're here to help people that can't get to the resources. We're here to help them. So help us out as we help those.
That's true. I've got one more little thing to say. Make your thoughts positive actions, and may your positive action reflect your positive thoughts.
And I have one more thing to say.
Go right ahead, Big Jump.
Miss Wow! Hey, Claude. And you know, I was talking to Claude this morning
Yes,
about
sir.
the new studios
Yes, sir.
and the technical thing.
Yes, sir.
And he took me way back and we got to reminiscing. I like to be late. So, Claude, I enjoyed the conversation with you
Claude,
this
thank
morning. And we look forward to being here at the same time next week, right here on WOAD.
103.5.
All right, then what y'all have to do now here.
It sound good. It coming. That's why
you heard it?
That's why I took the radio on to see.
I thought you
That's
said we
why-
had a mic.
No, that's why I moved. Yeah, you had
Okay.
it. That's why I moved this because it was bouncing off of it.
Okay.
Because that's the speaker, right?
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that was.
We did all right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We on fire.
We got a studio.
We got a studio now. All right.
So you be back Sunday? Or
Yeah. Well, no. Excuse me. I've got a place to stay until Sunday, but I just want to. I'll let you know come Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to spend a whole day with my son.
You might have to get me a key.
I will get you one. I'm gonna let your brother know, and then I'll go ahead and get the key.
Oh, he said this.
No. Just tell him again
Okay.
that Howard gonna give me a key.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You leaving today?
No, man, I'm gonna leave. Get out of here first thing in the morning about 2:00.
Okay.
I got some things to
I
kind
see
of find
you. I
out.
see you let Avery make it.
No, I didn't call her out. I'm doing an email.
Oh.
Because see, she's gonna have to regulate. See, sometimes we have to remove ourselves so people stop taking us for granted, don't we?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to decide on whether they're gonna do these events or not. Yeah. Because Howard won't be here.
When I say this is my watch, you grab that watch.
It's my $8 watch.
Wow, give my watch.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, we do our thing now.
Yes, sir.
I told him to stick with me. See,
What I'm gonna do
I got
is,
you. I got you. Man, look, we getting popular out there, brother.
Huh?
I said we getting popular. We not getting popular. See what happened? We took over the show.
I see the top line. We didn't really promote Side Rock today.
Oh, but he do.
Oh, okay.
But we promote the kids.
Right.
That's a lady thing.
Okay.
You called him out, I called him out. Cause believe me now, he was,
Okay.
you know, he act like, you know, his wife won't miss him.